The art of trash talk isn't exclusive to the octagon. From boxing legends like Muhammad Ali to WWE icons like Stone Cold Steve Austin, throwing verbal jabs has been a time-honored tradition in combat sports. Even actors like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who transitioned from wrestling to Hollywood, have utilized their charisma and mic skills to captivate audiences. In the world of mixed martial arts, or MMA, the UFC has seen its fair share of masters of trash talk. These fighters have not only made a name for themselves through their skills in the cage, but also their ability to entertain and enrage with their words. This legacy of verbal warfare has produced a new generation of fighters who are just as skilled with a microphone as they are with their fists. Sean O'Malley, a millennial trash talker with a record of 17-1 in MMA and 9 wins, is a popular figure in the sport. His unapologetically honest and sometimes brutally funny style has made him a favorite among younger fight fans due to his ability to connect with the digital age. O'Malley's large social media platforms have shown the popularity of his show and how much the younger generation of fight fans are attracted to him. Ken Shamrock, the original UFC trash talker, laid the groundwork for future generations of polarizing mixed martial artists to express their microphone skills. He crossed paths with Tito Ortiz, starting one of the greatest trilogies in sports history. The two hotheads would coach against each other on The Ultimate Fighter 3 before eventually meeting in the cage. After their first fight in 2002, Shamrock hinted that their rivalry was put to bed, but Ortiz motivated the world's most dangerous man to get back into a fight to try and shut him up. Post-UFC, Shamrock had a wonderful run in the WWE, formerly the WWF, and for Ortiz, the Huntington Beach bad boy used the rivalry to get involved in other big fights with Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture. Ronda Rousey is an unexpected addition to this list. Traditionally, women are not known for trash talking, but Rousey has defied that stereotype. Whether it was her campaign for a fight with Miesha Tate, the intense trash talk leading into that fight, or the verbal sparring with Chris Cyborg, these reasons are why Rowdy made the list. Nate Diaz, a former UFC champion, is one of the greatest trash talkers in UFC history. He always competed at 100% and never played the game like his older brother Nick. However, after 10 years of UFC action, he beat Conor McGregor at UFC 196. Diaz was not intimidated by the Irishman's swift words and set the sports world on fire when he grabbed the microphone and famously said, "I'm not surprised, m***ers." Nowadays, Diaz is cashing in on the fruits of his labor and is a cult hero who has received wide praise for his style. Tito Ortiz, a wrestler with a record of 21-12-1 in MMA, was discovered by Dana White and was groomed for stardom from his very first pro fight. He was in a feud with UFC President Dana White at one point in his career, but he took on all comers as he welcomed the love-hate relationships with the fanbase. Ortiz often pitted himself against respectful fighters like Couture, Liddell, and Shamrock, promoting big fights and winning more than he lost. During his UFC Light Heavyweight Championship reign, Tito Ortiz was known for his aggressive behavior, particularly towards his rival Ken Shamrock. During their feud, Ortiz was known for his aggressive tactics, with Shamrock threatening to beat him into the living death during a press conference for their first fight in 2002. Dominick Cruz, known as the most intelligent UFC trash talker, uses mind games and mental warfare to make his opponents feel stupid. He is composed, analytical, and never intimidates. Cruz uses his inner subconscious voice to lure opponents into a battle of wits, with quick responses and no fumbling on his words. His best trash talking has been against Cody Garbrandt, Uriah Faber, and TJ Dillashaw. Michael Bisping, a controversial fighter with a record of 30-9 in MMA and 20 wins, has transformed from a hated figure to a beloved on-air UFC personality. He was groomed for stardom from his first pro fight, but quickly became a respected fighter after the fight. His career took a major turn when he fought Luke Rockhold, who was disliked by many fans. Despite their first fight's result, Bisping managed to cut the overconfident champion down in press conferences and complete one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. Colby Covington, a UFC welterweight with a record of 17-4 in MMA and 12 wins, is known for his fearless on-air persona. He has drawn in big audiences for his fights and has a script written for every other UFC welterweight in the top 10, with funny nicknames and cheeky punchlines. Many have expressed that they are exhausted of Covington's tired act, but all of these same people are tuning in to see him get his face smashed in. Chael Sonnen, known as the American Gangster, is known for his brilliant trash talk that propelled him into a fight against Anderson Silva, the greatest UFC middleweight of all time. The two events between Sonnen and Silva made big bucks and set their mark on the all-time pay-per-view charts. The Oregon native earned a rematch against Silva following his dominant victory over Brian Stann at UFC 136, where Sonnen delivered one of the best post-fight callouts in MMA history. Conor McGregor, a well-trained and talented MMA star, has had a significant impact on the landscape and future of the UFC. His million-dollar mouth has led to the UFC making billions of dollars in deals and attracting a new wave of fans. His classic trash talk banter between McGregor and Diaz will forever live in infamy, as they go together like peanut butter and jelly. In 2015, RDA called out McGregor during a press conference, labeling him easy money. McGregor responded by claiming he could make people rich and celebrated their success, proving his status as the biggest star in the game. Despite McGregor's struggles, fans and media are still eager for a McGregor fight camp and event, despite fears he may never fight again. In conclusion, the world of MMA has been enriched by the vibrant personalities and sharp tongues of these legendary trash talkers. From the pioneers like Ken Shamrock and Tito Ortiz, who laid the groundwork for verbal warfare in the octagon, to modern masters like Conor McGregor and Colby Covington, who have turned trash talk into an art form, each of these individuals has left an indelible mark on the sport. Their ability to captivate audiences, create rivalries, and generate excitement for their fights is a testament to their unique talents, truly understanding of the entertainment aspect of MMA. Whether you love them or hate them, there's no denying their impact and influence on the sport. Honorable mentions in the Trash Talking Hall of Fame include Jorge Masvidal, known for his quick wit and street-smart persona. Masvidal's three-piece and a soda top will forever be remembered. Kevin Lee, also known as the Motown Phenom, was never short of confidence and often predicted his own victories in spectacular fashion. As the sport continues to evolve, we can expect new generations of trash talkers to emerge, carrying the torch passed down by these legends. And just like Bruce Lee and Jean-Claude Van Damme brought martial arts to the mainstream through their charisma and fighting skills, these MMA trash talkers have played a crucial role in expanding the sport's reach and appeal to a wider audience.